Hello, it's James from Val Wyatt Marine. Today we're on an Interboat Intender 950 Cabrio, and as the sun's out, we really want to demonstrate the lifestyle that this boat could give you if you chose to buy one. So first thing to mention is this enormous sun pad across the back of the boat. It really is a big enough space. You have 3 adults, if it's children, even more. You've got a nice seat back there. That comes forward, and the other advantage of this area is it's got a huge amount of storage. So that lifts up like the boot of your car, and then you can put all your inflatables down there. We recognise that a lot of people with children and grandchildren probably want to do some more exciting things, so you can have your inflatables, either paddle boards, ringos and all that kind of thing tucked in there. And then this particular boat has been spec'd with the towing hook there, so even if you're just going along slowly along the river, they can be coming along behind you, having fun, not getting bored and enjoying it. Once they come back into the boat, there's a really secure hidden swim ladder that drops out and you can reboard the boat easily, and you've got this walk through for everybody to come back into the boat. If you have been in the water, there's the option to have a shower there. You can either have a hot mixer shower or just a cold shower, and then you've got this great walk through to come back easily into the cockpit of the boat. Like most of the sloops and intenders, you've got an aft helm position here. So for the person that's driving the boat, they're always involved in the action and the conversation. They're not missing out, sat forward. This particular boat, you've got very comprehensive spec, bow and stern thrusters. It's also been fitted with an electric anchor winch. So if you do find that sort of sunset spot and everybody just wants to have a drink and the kids go in the water, you just drop the anchor and you don't have to be underway the whole time. The boat does have an inboard diesel with a shaft drive, so as you can probably see today, we're at very low speed, but the handling is very, very easy because there's not a lot of steering input required. The boat will just track very true, take you along slowly through this beautiful scenery, and you're not constantly correcting as you can be in some boats, sports boats particularly, that have a large cockpit. So I've stepped down into the forward part of the cockpit, and I just want to show you what you've got in the midships of the boat. Over on this side, you've got a fridge. You can spec that up. Really useful table on there. I find when you're out on a boat, everybody wants to have a drink. That makes a really good place to have all your drinks lined up. You've got somewhere to prepare the drinks, pass them out to your friends. That works very well. On this side, you've got a sink under there. There's an option to have it cold water only, or you can spec the boat up to have a hot water system and have both. And that's got some storage as well. Underneath there, again, this is an entertaining boat. You're going to have a lot of people on board. There's a cleverly hidden bin underneath there, so you just lift that flap and you've got a nice deep bin to keep everything neat and tidy. Going forward, the amount of cockpit space you have in this boat is unrivaled. There's nothing quite like it. It is huge, and the advantage of having a bigger boat means that when people do want to go down through into the toilet, you don't have everybody to get up. So you've got a really big sort of cuddy area. It's also a great place for people to change. You can close the door up, they can go in there discreetly. If they want to put swimming stuff on or change, you can do that. Or if you've got children that need a rest from the sun, that's a great place. They can go in there, be on iPads or whatever, or just have a nap away in the shade. So coming back to this main part of the cockpit area, there are various table options on this boat of differing sizes. You can go with quite a small table if you just want to have that fixed all the time, or there is an option to go for a really big table which has the ability to drop down into the lip there, and then you turn that whole area into a sunbed. So it's really, really flexible. We've got the canopy at the moment on the spray hood totally flat. There are options to have it up but with the sides and the front out. That's a great option, gives you loads of shade but loads of fresh air, or you can have it all in. If it's a breezy day, you can have it all in. And there's plenty of head height, so you can be under there, you don't feel cramped and enclosed. So there are all sorts of options when you spec one of these boats, and again on the engines you can spec depending on the application and where you're going to be using it. We often have stock boats in build or available, so if you like the look of this boat, contact us. We may have a stock boat available. Alternatively, you have the choice to spec these boats up. Cushion colours, canopy colours, hull colours, the works. If you want extra fridges, we can do that. The list is almost endless. So do get in touch. All the details are on our channel on our website, and we'd love to show you one of these.